Hey guys, it's Becky. Just give a couple of minutes here or a few seconds for people to jump on. So this is going to be a quick demo. Just going to show you the next step. And hey, Lori Murphy, how you doing? Showing people how to make sourdough. I did a couple of videos yesterday just with the first few steps. So I'm just going on to the next step here. Not sure if that's something that you're interested in. Oh, I will show you, for those of you that were watching yesterday, and you saw that I fed the sourdough starter, and I think it was down to about here. Look at all the beautiful bubbles in there now and how that has risen so nicely. This is actually a live culture. That's how I keep that going. Okay. Turn that off. Okay, so yesterday we created the dough. I did a few stretch and folds on that. If you're wanting to know the recipe, I'm going to be putting these in order. I'll probably pop them up on YouTube as well, and I'll stick them over on my my page, A Gut Feeling. So there's my dough, how I left it yesterday. So this was in the fridge, oh gosh, all day yesterday, all night last night. You can leave it in there as long as you want. Once it's in the fridge, it retards the fermentation. If this had been sitting out on a counter, it would be way up here, and at this point, it would be totally overproofed. So I'll just show you what this looks like now. There it is, and that's a beautiful, beautiful dough. So it's really cold. I like refrigerated dough because it's so easy to work with. So I'll just show you what I'm going to do now. What I've been doing kind of is a bench rest, but I kept it in that bowl just so you can see that's what I was doing with it. And I'm going to now divide it and do what is called a just a pre-shaping of it. And I'm going to be putting it in these little mini bannetons. I like to make 6 little loaves that I can give out. But you could also, this recipe will do 2 of these, or like two of those, because I've got a double recipe going here. These are nice ones. They come lined. I'll show you what I'm going to do with these little mini ones. They didn't come with the linen liner. These lined ones, I just put some brown rice flour or any kind of rice flour in there. It keeps it from sticking. But when I do these little mini ones, I just take a piece of paper towel and I set that into that, and then I will just take a little bit of the bannetons are to get a nice shape. And so I've just put a little bit of rice flour in there, and later on I'm going to be lining these all up. I'll do that in the next demo, but I'm just showing you where they're going to go into eventually. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this dough and I'm going to divide it into 6 fairly equal pieces. Doesn't have to be precise. I don't measure. These ones normally come out to be about 350 grams each. So just set those. If you got any questions, pop them on here. If I don't see them right now, I'll answer them later on. And I try not to use too much flour. I find water is better, but this dough, because I put pesto in it, is really nice and easy to work with. So we just want to get out any excess bubbles that are in that. I lay it flat like that. And that's so you don't end up with big gas bubbles inside your loaf after. And then I'm just going to take that and fold it over itself and just create this little pre-shape of they call it a boule. So there's a little shape. And these are going to sit out on the counter for a little while. I'll just show you one more here while I got you. So just get any gas bubbles out of it and then just do a little pre-shape. What I'm going to do when I come back in about a half an hour is I will show you the actual shaping, and then I'll put it into the banneton at that point. You want them to just sit out for a little bit and rest. Honestly, I'm not sure why. I just follow a recipe and it works out just about every time now, as long as I follow this. And really, keeping it in the fridge is the best tip ever. I just didn't ever think that that's what you were supposed to do with bread dough. I thought you wanted it to rise, but if you leave it out, it overproofs and you won't get any rise in the oven. It'll just be as flat as a pancake because it's already used up all of its natural leavening. So there's number 4. You can see how quickly this goes once you, and I'm not using any flour, nothing. That's another thing. When you put it in the fridge, It's so nice to work with. Hey, Les, I saw you just called me. I'll come over, I'll pop over after. There we go. There's number 5 and number 6. There's a couple other things that I wanted to show you here. I showed you the starter. I'll show you who was on here the other day when I was doing the ginger bug soda. That was just a couple of days ago. Wait, what? My hands off here. Dan and I went to the Eagles concert last night. Oh my gosh, it was so good. 3rd time I've seen them this year, and just it was as awesome as ever. I love Joe Walsh. We had great seats, so I actually got to see their faces this time. It was just amazing. Okay, so we've got those all ready to go. I'm going to grab a clean towel and just put that over top of these just to keep them covered for a while. So these are going to sit for, I'm going to leave them for about a half an hour or so because the dough is quite cold. And then I will come back and I'll do the actual shaping of them, put them into the little bannetons. And then I'm actually going to put those back in the fridge. And I'll probably leave them, let's see, it's 11:30 Saturday morning. I'll probably throw them in the oven later on tonight. I'll leave them for 6 or 8 hours. But I'm going to show you this. I hope this one is good. This is the ginger soda that I bottled just a couple of days ago. I have a beautiful active, show you the culture. Oh, where is it in here? Oh, it's way in the back. I'll pull that out next time I come on. But this was, I think I only did this Tuesday or Wednesday, but look already how nice that is. Look at the carbonation already. Wow. Already, like 2 or 3 days. And that's beautiful. So really simple to do and really quick results. Okay, I'll be back in about a half an hour. We'll put these into the bannetons and I'll put them in the fridge and show you how to do that. Okay, any questions? Let me know. See you soon.